This is Comrade Luke, and you got yourself into some shit this weekend for a good cause. I guess
So a little bit, the occasional shit starting.
yeah, the occasional shit starting, but like Wash U, what happened there? Like made fucking national news because like that was egregious, like egregious. I was at work. I was watching this
Hmm.
shit as it happened. Otherwise, I would have been there. I was watching this shit as it was happening, and I was like, just fucking flabbergasted. That is a very white word, but I'm using it. Flabbergasted. Like you all,
Flabbergasted.
yeah, like you all were literally just standing there,
Yeah.
and it was like a fucking medieval battle. They just all came and just started dragging people by their legs and shit and throwing them down on the ground. But you, along with like many other people, I believe it was over
About
100,
107 people. I think
100,
107 were arrested.
107 people
Last I heard.
107 people, including yourself, were arrested. All are out now, thankfully. But this statement that you made upon being released from jail, like this is what this is what communists think of like arrest. So you said that the jail I was held in tonight was nothing, absolutely nothing, compared to the conditions of countless Palestinians, including children, have endured in Zionist prisons for decades. The moments of pain of one cop tripping you so another cop can tackle you is nothing more than the fleeting dew on blades of grass in the morning compared to the perpetual agony millions of Palestinians have been subjected to for decades. In light of this, the necessity of fighting harder and with more intensity is obvious. And a lot of my experience at the Washoe encampment, I absolutely believe that we can and we will win. They had to get cops from 3 or 4 different cities and counties and kept having to wait to get more and more vans to arrest 80 people. I am only one person, and it took 5 cops to capture me because they are slow and unable to think on their feet, unlike us revolutionaries who have experienced bobbing and weaving through the chaos of the crowd. Furthermore, now that I know their methods and tactics better, it will probably take at least 8 cops to capture me again. It takes a frankly comedic amount of cops to take down a person. But whereas the number of people joining the police is only shrinking every time a mass arrest happens, there's a bigger protest in response. Our ultimate victory is a mathematical inevitability. So you're channeling Gonzalo here, honestly. You sound like Gonzalo, man.
Damn, it just muted you again. Say it again.
I said you sound like Gonzalo. That's what this.
Oh, not Gonzalo.
That's no, honestly,
That's the harsh
that's not an
thing
insult.
anyone's ever said.
That's not an insult. That's not a critique. Like
What?
Gonzalo was a lot of things, but
Okay.
he
Hmm.
wasn't a bad writer.
Yeah,
So
fair enough.
neither are you. So let's just see what people had to say about this.
Oh, thank you.
You have a
I'm
guy.
interested. I actually haven't looked at this at all. I haven't, besides the two things that you sent me, I haven't read any of the replies.
Yeah, you have a guy in Yemen. Like he literally wants to meet you because of this, man. Like you're making
I
internet.
would love to.
Yeah, you're making
When I go to Yemen someday, I want to meet that guy.
yeah, you're making international. You're making international waves. This yeah, Ahmed's a pretty good dude. Nice guy. But yeah, I love you, man, and I'm proud of you. Like I would have never
I love you
like.
too.
Oh, thank you. But like, yeah, this fucking little ass white dude came up to me at a fucking protest. Was like, "Excuse me, are you a YouTuber? Can we hang out?" And then you ended up joining FTP, and FTP went to shit. And now here you are, like playing a vital role in the Palestinian solidarity movement in St. Louis.
Goddamn, it keeps going out again. But
That's because
but
you're
yeah,
out.
I
That's
mean
because
it's
you're sitting outside.
okay. I understand that point.
But um, but enough wholesomeness. I can only tolerate so much
But
wholesomeness for
hold
one
up,
night.
hold up. Did you? I couldn't hear what you said because of the fact that I couldn't. Did you mention the fact that we? Did you mention that what we met at was a pro-Palestine protest?
Yeah,
That it was in 2021. Yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
think that was
Which also
Land Day. I think.
I thought what was it? I thought it was Ramadan 2021.
I can't remember,
Might
but
have
yeah,
been.
it was definitely in 2021.
Yeah,
No,
indeed.
Sheikh Jarrah. No, it was that in
Mm.
2019? God, so much shit has happened over there.
Yeah,
But
Palestine,
Palestine brought us together.
it really did.
Yeah.
And you know, the reason that I thought that I liked you as a YouTuber was because I used to be a reformist. I was like a almost like a sort of like Christian social democrat that like used to be common in Europe, kind of.
Hmm.
And I thought the like police and stuff could be reformed. And in 2020, I was a janitor in a police department, and I was like, oh, that's not true. These can't be reformed. This is like a little mercenary gang.
Yeah.
And you and I think you were the first person who I ever saw anything like that talking about the fact that about like the tactical difference between us and police and the fact that you can like outmaneuver cops. And I was just like, okay, fuck yeah, this is exactly it. This is like
And here you are hypothetically on in Minecraft putting it into practice.
uh,
Hey, Hassan is here. Luke. Oh fuck. You disappeared.
fuck. Sorry, what? I jumped over a fence. Sorry, what happened?
Why are you hopping fences?
To get to my place of
You're
residence.
fucking doing parkour and shit on stream. You're a very versatile little dude. I'll give you that. Um, Hassan, the Yemeni dude, is here. Um, the guy that said he wanted to meet you. Did he fall off a fucking fence? Luke, have you broken your neck? Blink once, if you have, if you can blink. But anyways, while we're waiting for Luke to come back, so what's happening in What's happening at Columbia right now? The police have, as of a few hours ago, moved onto the
Especially when they were
campus,
threatening to.
and they've just been fucking vamping on these kids all fucking night.
Contact of yours at the NYPD?
Like, and this is like outrageous. I've never seen a police response like this, and I'm from St. Louis. I've never seen shit like this. No, Luke's back.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Sorry, what was happening?
I said the Yemeni comrade that wants to meet you is here, and you were rude and you
Oh, really?
disappeared.
Oh God, is he still here? Or did he leave?
No, he's still here.
Hello.
What's up, Ahmed?
Hello, Ahmed. I'm Luke.
Yeah, but that's the comrade that wrote the words that you like so much, Luke. Here he is. I'm not Luke, Ahmed, but here he
That's
is.
true.
So yeah, but yeah, I was talking about like Columbia got raided tonight. They literally had like a cop vehicle with a fucking ladder. Oh yeah, he's still here. He says hello, my friend. Um,
Hello.
but
When I
like,
come, if I come
look
to
at
Yemen
oh my
someday, if you
god,
survive, I'll meet you.
they just threw this
What?
fucking girl down a flight of
Oh,
stairs. This is at Columbia.
God damn.
Yeah, and they're unconscious. Well, I shouldn't have said girl. They just threw this person down a flight of fucking stairs.
They launched a human down it. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
and she's
Holy
fucking
fuck.
unconscious. Look at this. They're just fucking throwing people down the stairs and they're throwing all the furniture and shit out of the building. Like this is fucking crazy. Like this is worse than anything I've ever fucking seen.
Wow.
Yeah. This is happening in a Democratic administration at a college that's almost run exclusively by Democrats. Like university administrators um tend to be, I guess I wanted to say left leaning, but like Democrats. But like this is happening
Liter-
at a bastion of liberalism. And this is what
Literally Joe Biden's America.
yeah, this is what happens when like liberalism and fascism are two sides of the same coin.
Oh God.
Yeah, like, look at this shit. This is horrible. But when you stand for like an actual fucking cause, when you stand on real shit instead of bullshit, this is what
Mm-hmm.
happens.
Yeah, I
They're
mean,
doing this because this is like a material threat to the well-being of the ruling class. They do not like this. This is one of the most like prominent universities in the world. This is an Ivy League university, and they took it over for the people. You have student radio that's denouncing all of this shit, and they're like
wow.
directly criticizing the behavior of fucking MSNBC and CNN. Like these kids that are working for Columbia Student
Wow.
Radio, like they need a fucking like they should be able to punch their ticket anywhere, and they should be able to set their salary. Give them a job in journalism anywhere that they want because they're far better than Anderson Cooper and all those other hacks.
That's awesome.
Yeah, They were playing Coltrane when I left. This is
What's Coltrane again?
John Coltrane, famous jazz musician.
Oh shit, my bad. I don't know anything.
You know enough. You know enough.
I know about 7 things.
So this is inside the building that was taken. Now that's property damage. I guess the cops are the only people that are allowed to damage private property.
Yeah. It's monopoly on on damaging private property. That was hard to say.
If you and I did that, that would be burglary.
That's true. If
Why? Oh, they're removing the barricade. They use the furniture as a barricade, and they're just throwing all the shit outside. Like they're breaking chairs and stuff. Like are they gonna bill the cops for all this property that they're destroying?
it's like in all the Marvel movies when like the city's destroyed by the superheroes and it's just like, yay, you saved the day.
Oh, that one SpongeBob episode. Did your parents let you watch SpongeBob?
My parents' view was that I could watch some SpongeBob, but not too much SpongeBob.
Oh wow. Did they think that Harry Potter was demonic?
Yes.
Oh my god.
And I guess they were right about J.K. Rowling. That being said, both of my parents are gonna vote for Green Party because I got arrested with Jill Stein.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
My dad said he'd be embarrassed to be the cop who charged Jill Stein with assault.
Did they know of Jill Stein before you got arrested with her?
No.
They
I was
didn't?
like, no, but I was like, hey, is this a presidential candidate? I talked to her for a while in the holding area, and she really threw down whenever a cop assaulted her with a bicycle, and now they like her.
Okay. So what did your parents think of you being arrested? Were they like, well, it was gonna
So
happen?
whenever,
Were they like it was gonna happen?
yeah, so whenever I write on on a form, like a medical form, because I write a lot of those. Have you been arrested? I always just write not yet, or I used to always write not yet. So yeah, they were kind of just waiting for it. I think they were really surprised it took this long. I think most people were surprised it took that long for me to be arrested. A lot of people were surprised. This caused a lot of people to find out the shocking fact that I hadn't been arrested before, and they were just like, "Well, glad you made it." And I did make it. I'm here.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I went to Chicago to their encampment.
Which one?
Uh,
Northwestern?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was there.
How are they doing up there?
Whenever sorry, time's been melting. Yesterday they came to an agreement. They're like negotiating steering committee group.
Wait, I've heard of that. Like, not the entire encampment didn't they? I think they like a handful of people met with the administrators,
Mhm.
and like a lot of people up there are pissed. Like a lot of people are calling them sellouts.
I do not have enough knowledge of up there to call anybody a sellout, but I do know that there was a lot of people who were upset who did not want to take down the camp until they had divestment, and who did not want to take down the camp for I think that a lot of people were basically wanting the process to be more democratic and more directly democratic, and to be opened, and a lot of people were wanting to maintain the encampment until the university divested. So yeah, I'm not gonna call a college student who got yelled at in an administrative room a sellout, but I would say that for other encampments, I would recommend making sure you have a very directly democratic process, and that the entire student or the entire body of the encampment would be able to have, at least, if not a vote, some participation in the decision of what negotiations they settle for.
I agree.
But yeah.
Yeah, like you have to ideally you have to hold a mass meeting or some type of poll or something.
Popular
to be
assembly or something.
Yeah, like, hey, should we meet with the administration? And of course, depending on how strong the advanced contingent of the
Hmm.
encampment is. Like it can go either way. But from what I've seen, like a lot of these are dominated very heavily by radicals.
Absolutely.
Like yeah, people that are more apt to want to take over the fucking president's office and drink up his whiskey like they did at I think this was
Yeah.
at UCLA.
Man could not find could not get any of the president's cigars.
Oh, but this is interesting. This is from my DSA, my org,
Hmm.
and hopefully your org soon
I think
too.
I technically am a member. I have the little pin.
Oh, you should start
I
coming to
think,
meetings then.
I don't know when they are, but I think I'm one of two members who are in the holding cell.
Oh yeah,
Like, yeah, I think the other member actually was arguing with Jill Stein for a second. It was
I
kind of
think the
funny.
other member was the wait. They didn't arrest Meg Green, did they?
No,
They threatened to
that'd be funny.
Because Meg Green is a DSA member too.
Oh, for real? I
Yeah,
didn't even know that.
yeah.
That's crazy.
But so this is interesting. Like a lot of people are like making jokes about DSA endorsing Biden, and
Did
this
they?
is no DSA has not endorsed Biden. DSA
Thank
hasn't
God.
endorsed anybody. But like they're saying, why you were going to resign on the spot, weren't you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh yeah, if that happened, I mean, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, you'd tear your card up in front of me.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I would pull
uh,
the pin down.
oh shit, I'd probably join you. But anyways,
But,
so the official DSA national account says that Eric Adams
mhm.
is using his violent police force to terrorize peaceful protesters. Joe Biden is funding and supporting Israel's genocide of Palestinians. They're both Democrats. The war machine has two parties. The working class has no party. So, like, this is really important. Like, this
Yeah.
is helping to put to bed the bullshit. Like, and you still have a few social democrats, a few rightists, even in St. Louis, that are like under the delusion that Biden is somehow better than Trump. A lot of people bring up the NLRB, and this isn't about fucking American labor aristocrats keeping
Hmm.
their fucking union jobs. This is about Palestine. You cannot secure like come on man, like read
The
settlers. Like you
the
can
co- the Communist Party is not a sectarian party. It does not differ from other workers' party except in that it puts the interests of the working class of the whole world at the forefront in all issues.
hmm
The Communist Party does not put the interests of U.S. labor unions or U.S. reproductive rights or U.S. queer rights or U.S. any rights over the survival of an entire nation's worth of
yeah.
workers.
Yeah, because when you do that, you're engaging in national chauvinism.
No, you're chilling.
you're saying that American lives are worth more than
Yeah.
Palestinian lives, and that's national chauvinism. And
Yeah,
you
yeah. I
can't
mean, this is like purest form.
like you can't with one fucking side of your mouth say that I stand with Palestine and then say but I'm going to vote for Biden because he has a good NLRB.
I've heard people talking about compartmentalizing, and I think that's especially crazy too.
Yeah.
Being like, is this, I don't know, harm reduction, compartmentalizing. There's so many words for green lighting the largest, most well documented genocide in history.
Did you know that there's 40,000 fucking cops in New York City?
Oh my God!
40,000. That's
So
more
that's like
cops.
there's
That's more cops than exist in the entire state of Missouri.
wow.
For one city. I mean, if New York is fucking huge, but 40,000 cops.
That's
St. Louis, I think has under 1,000, city and
wow,
county. 40
wow.
40,000. So there's
That's as
more.
many people as have been killed in Palestine.
That's more people than live in the average American middle-sized town.
Yeah.
40,000. That is fucking crazy. 40,000 fucking cops. So here's the NYPD entering Columbia's campus at the behest of the president of the university, the Baroness.
It's such a funny term. Very nice. Can
It needs the Imperial March from Star Wars.
can you hear it? I can't hear anything.
It's just a bunch of yelling.
Ah, happens.
I'm sure you've heard people yelling before. But yeah. So they're currently on Columbia University campus, destroying Columbia University property and
That makes sense.
pushing students downstairs until they fall unconscious.
Nothing's more violent than the cops. It's everything is peaceful until the pigs show up. Very consistent pattern.
Dr. Sharice Burden-Stelly says that repression on so many fronts is meant to spread on the ground forces thin and make sure that we can't have eyes on everything. Shock and awe. Make we continue to be radicalized, committed, and undeterred as this crisis of legitimacy intensifies. This is what a lot of people don't understand. Like they don't have anything to say about stuff like this besides, oh, I'm scared. Help me, Biden, come save me. Like Mao had a saying, like all under heaven is chaos, and the situation is excellent. What
Yeah,
that
that's one of
means,
my favorite Mao quotes.
yeah, because you like chaos. Anyways, one of the like what he meant when he said that is that just because shit is fucked up, like we have to be dialecticians about this. Shit that's fucked up can turn into good shit if we play our cards right and if we organize correctly.
Yeah, I mean, World War One can turn into a revolution in a country, you know?
Yeah. And this Columbia shit is like, it's even pissing off loyal Democrats. Like this dude's boomer mom is saying this. She's saying, I am outraged. I will not vote for Biden. The courage and guts of these students is astounding. I can't help but think that they're inspired by the sacrifice and fortitude of the Palestinians. Red salute.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I was the second person thrown in a van at WashU out of like the 107. We all, as soon as we were in the van, just started chanting "Free, free, free Palestine" over and over and over and over again.
Did the cops tell you to shut up?
Yeah, that's what made us yell so loud.
No. At Columbia, apparently, they were like talking about how catchy these students' slogans were.
That's awesome.
Yeah, here's one texting. What's he saying? Oh, he says that I thought we fucking shot someone because they threw that person down the fucking stairs, and she did look like she was fucking dead.
Have you ever already watched on your stream all the videos of WashU?
I've watched most of them. Like
Most
they're basically the same thing, the same moment in time, just from differing angles.
Did you see the video? Did you watch the video of me getting arrested on there?
Yeah, I saw the video of you. Let's watch it again.
Whoa! What is this? My birthday?
I don't know. Do you want to see? Why do you want to see yourself get arrested again?
Because I want to see where I could have done better.
Oh shit! I share too much shit. I'm on Twitter too fucking much.
You're a tweeter.
I am a tweeter.
Bless you.
I'm also a smoker. That's why I'm coughing.
Oh my gosh, me, but tobacco is for nerds.
Well, tobacco is for people who don't value their lives. God damn it! Where the fuck is your post?
I meant the one on the news, but I guess. Oh yeah, there is on Twitter, isn't there? I forgot.
Yeah, it's on. Ugh, fuck me.
Probably not. I probably won't.
No, my fucking throat.
I probably won't fuck that either.
I'm good.
I'm glad we established this. Da 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 da. Oh, low battery mode, Mamma Mia. Oh, stop.
Jesus Christ, Luke. Oh, did you see in Austin where they kettled the cops?
Yeah, that was fucking tight. Oh my god.
Yeah, it would have been better if they had shields.
I gotta get notes from that one. I heard people were tearing our strategy apart. I was interested in that as well.
Well, it was just one person, that indigenous comrade that I interviewed a couple months ago. Yeah, he was saying that, like, for one, y'all were too loose and it was too easy to pull y'all apart, for one, which is true. And like, you all were just gonna fucking lie. So the cops could have flanked y'all, did anything. I mean, I watched it, and like when you watch stuff like this, like at Cal Poly, where they pushed the police out of the building, like they were tight, they were stacked up on each other, so they were basically a wall. And you see these cops, like they're fucking thinned out. They've got their shields and stuff, but the force of this crowd that's pushing them back is stronger.
Okay.
So it's like a fucking It would have been even better if the demonstrators had had shields, but still, they still had they knew exactly what to do. That's why they forced the police out of the building.
I was trying to figure out one of the things that we were having an issue with. So on the first spot that we had two encampments planned. The first one we stayed at was in the middle of WashU campus, and we
Uh huh.
stayed at it until they gave us like their second or third dispersal order, and then we moved and just made a second encampment that was close to the sidewalk and like Forest Park. That way, it was very public whatever they did to us. So that's where they set up the tents. And originally, the plan was only for like maybe 5 or 10 people who were willing to get arrested, but then we were on the ground. It's like, is anybody willing to sort of stand around and kind of make it harder for them to break down the encampment with the 10 people arrested? The number ended up being over 100. Um, uh, I think that I definitely think that next time I want to do it in a spot where we can do a barricade, where we can yeah, I want to be a spot where we can have like walls, barricade, people stacked up, keeps the cops out, um, uh, tactical retreat, all that, um, you know.
Okay.
But that was this one.
Why do you have all these fucking numbers and shit in your? Because you never use Twitter, I guess.
I don't really know how to use Twitter, not for real.
You don't know how to use Twitter. It's probably one of the most simple things that you could do. Okay, so this is you.
That's me,
Yeah, you're wiggling around like a fucking fish on a hook.
man. Look how many it took to take me down.
Yeah, and you're a little guy. I wonder how many it would take to take my big ass down.
What I'm thinking is, I don't know, because the way that it took so many to take me down. So what happens is, I was standing holding the line, and whenever I saw that it broke, and one of the main organizers, who's a black guy who's been organizing St. Louis a while, hit the ground and was like, oh, the police were on him, and I was like, oh fuck, a black guy who's been organizing here for a while, they will take this opportunity to fuck him up because they probably will recognize him. So my idea in the moment was to try to do a little de-arresting, and that
By
me and him.
yourself?
Well, I don't know. When I get there, some other people. I'm not saying it was the best, most well played
I mean,
moment.
it was definitely like very brave. Like you definitely take this communism shit to heart, man. Like
Well, I mean,
very few white kids from fucking Festus, Missouri would see a black dude getting arrested and immediately jump in.
I mean, I see a black guy getting arrested, I'm gonna jump in. Bottom text.
Well, if you saw me getting arrested, you'd probably just tell them to beat my ass. But whatever.
Well, 50-50. It depends on the mood. But yeah, it was like I felt like I was playing football or something, because at first I was like, he was on the other side of it, so I was like, the comrade to my left, who's also in Community Liberation Network, the organization I co-founded, also on Instagram and Facebook, follow Community Liberation Network. But I saw the organizer hit the ground, so I broke off from the chain and they linked back up, and I just ran, and I had to jump between the tents because the tents were kind of zigzag, so I was like kind of bouncing back and forth between those, and then I was running straight towards them, and then the cop turns and they go, get that guy.
Also, Luke,
Yeah.
you know enough training from like security culture and shit. I'm pretty sure we read Sakai's on security culture to know not to like publicly admit to things that you may or may not have done, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good deal.
Definitely.
Just making sure.
Yeah. But anyway, and then they grabbed me, and they kept lots of cops grabbed me, and then yeah. I mean, it's on video. It's like,
Yeah, that was a fucked up fucking situation.
yeah.
Like, look at this. They're still destroying Columbia. They're looking at what they did to the picnic table.
To the what?
The picnic table.
God damn.
Yeah, this is the cops. The students didn't do this stuff. These are the cops that are tearing up all this shit.
They're terrorists.
They are.
Cops are terrorists.
Like they're just fucking. It looks like a fucking army. They got fucking buzz saws and shit, circular saws rather. Look at this, sledgehammers and shit.
That's cops
See,
for you.
look, like that. This is their strategy. Like whenever they see y'all link, whenever they see people link hands, they immediately run in and try to grab.
Hmm.
But it looks like they're having a harder time than they did with y'all, though, because it looks like they're more compact. That's what Dax was saying, the indigenous Canadian comrade. He said that your line, you guys' line was too thin and it was easier for them to pull you all apart and separate you guys. But you see here, like they can't do that because they're in like a compact group. They're still pulling off.
Hmm.
They're still pulling off like they're giving them a fight for it, though.
So should you have like multiple people like thick, like one person behind another, behind another, behind another?
Yeah, that seems to be like from what I'm looking at, that seems to be the best way to go. And it also will help you like you could literally push the police back like they did in Austin.
Okay.
You can
How did
even
that? How did they do that?
how did they do what in Austin?
Yeah.
They basically kettled the police. They surrounded them. It depend like if you have numbers like that, like it looks like they had like several hundred people there. If you have large numbers like that,
Yeah.
like there's not going to be several hundred cops there
I
usually.
think so. At Wash U, there were 500 protesters, and there were 6 or 7 different police stations came down.
So how many cops would you probably say were there?
I don't know. Less, probably not. Like I would say less than 200, but I don't really know.
Hmm.
But I don't know genuinely. I really don't know. I just know it was 7. I know there was 6 to 7 police stations, and there were 500 people.
Hmm. So
But
probably around maybe around 150, 200 cops there, if that.
yeah,
Might
something
be
like that.
close. Might have been closer to 100 to be honest.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I don't want to over exaggerate because I really can't even remember how many. I didn't do much counting.
yeah, but it like yeah, because you were busy getting arrested. But
And and what was really messed up is that they waited until Jill Stein we'd encamped and the police all kind of were standing by on the like down the yard and Jill Stein, the Green Party presidential candidate, who I got to talk to quite a lot when we were in the cell, um, she she had been live streaming it, but then she stopped and she went to go to the bathroom in like one of the sort of porta potty tent things we'd set up. And when that happened, then they took that opportunity to go for it. Then the police like all charged, and that was when people had thought that they had decided not to intervene, and people had sat down and started walking around. So everybody was like caught off guard and had to run and just sort
yeah,
of
so
jump together.
so they tricked y'all. So they
Yeah,
tricked y'all and they caught you all unaware because
yes.
if they had just lined up and they had their masks and shit on and they knew that and you all knew that they were getting ready to do some shit, like you all definitely would have taken some measures to ensure that you all wouldn't have been so easy to take. Like that's just
Oh,
common.
absolutely.
Yeah,
It
but
was just all of a sudden, yeah.
yeah, they
It was
got you
just
by surprise. That's the element of surprise. But you can catch them by surprise too, as you well know.
yeah,
Like
absolutely.
never do what the enemy expects you to do.
Yeah, I definitely think that no, I mean, I'm not shitting on anybody at WashU or at the encampment in Chicago that I went to,
Hmm.
but but there's two types of setbacks. One of them is that they didn't take a deal, but they did take heavy repression, and that the entire encampment was able to be like removed basically. That all 100 people were able to arrested, and then you have the other thing where in I think the Northwest, there I don't think anybody was arrested the entire time. And they did make a concrete move that now they can ask the university um, to say what they're invested in, but they did not achieve divestment, and now they have to sort of group around figuring out how to fight for that next step after having agreed to basically step off of that lawn and not encamp on that lawn. Um, trying to fight when you yeah, I mean taking a fight and just holding an encampment when you without the proper ability to fully hold it down, and building up an encampment and then sort of taking a deal because you aren't confident if you're able to hold it down if the police repress it. These are the two sort of wings of ways that you kind of, I don't know if mess up is really what we say, but these are the two sort of the two sort of errors that I feel like we have to figure out how to move between. And I'm definitely not like any better than anybody else in the situation. This is just from my experience where the Midwestern encampments are, and what we have to figure out how to do next.
Yeah. And the thing, like, we have to be really careful to like not try to do every single thing that other cities are doing, because these
Mhm.
cities have different laws. Every university has different administration. For example, like SLU has a more, I guess you could say, like the president of SLU, he actually started at SLU my freshman year. Fred Pestello, like he has a reputation as like, uh, uh, I guess, a pseudo liberal. Like his legacy is basically the clock tower accords. Like there was a massive occupation my freshman year of college. It's called Occupy SLU. Like that's where the current group takes its name from.
Huh.
Yeah, but like hundreds of people marched on the campus because, like, I think there was a demonstration, and they ended up at SLU's campus. So they were camped out there for like a month, 2 months. I can't even remember. It was 10 years ago, but like that's Freddie P's legacy. So if there's encampments and stuff at SLU, I'm not saying there's gonna be, but I think that the response will be radically different because Pestello, his legacy is like it literally comes out of an encampment the same year that Mike Brown got killed. So he doesn't want to burn his legacy that way. This is also interesting. I've been following Ready to Escalate since they started. And they have like this really good graphic. Basically, like here you have risk tolerance, you have arrest tolerance. So like the people occupying the buildings, they have the highest risk and arrest tolerance. You have people with low risk tolerance. Um, so these are the people that engage in civil disobedience, linking arms and refusing to disperse. So basically, what you and your comrades did on Saturday, that's high arrest tolerance and low risk tolerance. You have the lowest arrest and risk tolerance. Those are the people that engage in the very important offsite support, such as press releases, boosting statements online, jail support, bail fund, etc. Lower arrest and risk tolerance. Those are picketers, scouts, and other support roles. Then you have high risk tolerance and low arrest tolerance. These are the people who basically surround the cops with reinforced banners, and their goal is to pressure the cops to leave and then escape. I would probably fall into this group, to be honest. The high risk tolerance and low arrest tolerance. Like I don't like fucking getting arrested. It's annoying. And you know, in jail, like I can't see shit without these glasses. In jail, they take your fucking glasses because they think that you can turn them into a weapon. Why I would turn a medical device that I literally need to see into a weapon is beyond me. But like, I'm definitely down to throw to like fuck the cops up, drive them off. But in terms of getting arrested, no, fuck that. Shit. I have a job. And then you have the chaos element. You have the thousands of people who will come if you build it, and the chaos element will do whatever the fuck it wants. There's thousands of them, so they can do whatever the fuck they want. Right, it's interesting.
You should send me that link.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Slay.
Slay. Look, you keep saying slay, you're gonna turn gay.
Is that how that works?
Yes.
I feel like my life would be easier if I was bisexual. I wouldn't have to like put in efforts to to meet people like that.
Eh. So, what exactly made you want to go to Chicago?
So one of the CLN's sort of social media person, Kelly Lou, she had already been banned from WashU for the previous disruption whenever they had their Missions Fair Days event or whatever, and so she couldn't go to the WashU encampment, and she was wanted to go to an encampment before they were like all over, and I had been banned that I couldn't go back on for the next sort of attempt of anything at WashU. So also I wanted basically that I heard that one had been able to go way longer. They've been able to build it up, and I wanted to see what that was like. I wanted to see what an encampment looked like that hadn't been immediately shut down, and I wanted to make some connections, meet some people up there, exchange trade secrets and all that. Yeah, so she was like, "You want to go to Chicago?" And I was just like, "Do I have to drive, or can I take a nap for the first half?" And she was like, "Sure." So she drove to Chicago, and I drove us back from Chicago, because I pulled the all nighter as a result of being arrested. But yeah, that was pretty much after I got arrested. She was like, "Gonna go to Chicago." I was like, "As long as I can take a nap in the car."
So you were roving. Mao would call you a roving rebel.
A roving rebel? What's that?
You're a rebel that roams.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm going here and there.
So what they did to Steve Tamari, Hassan shared this earlier, but what they did to Steve
What's
Tamari,
Hassan?
huh?
What's Hassan?
Hassan Piker, Hassanabi.
Is that a channel or a guy?
It's a channel and a guy. Hassanabi is his channel. Hassan
Okay.
the Hun on Twitter. But anyways, he shared it. He's basically like a fair. I keep forgetting like how terminally offline you are, but he's a pretty well-known left-wing streamer. Nice dude.
Okay.
Pretty nice dude. Genuine.
But tell him I said hi next time you meet him.
I've never met Hassan Piker. Anyways, I've never spoken to Hassan Piker. I just know who he is. Anyways, but anyways, look at what they do to this old dude, Steve Tamari. He's a professor at SIUE.
Yeah, I think he was thrown. I think that he was thrown. He might have been thrown into the van with me.
Yeah, they broke his fucking ribs.
Oh Jesus, fuck! I think it was a different guy than who was in the van with me. That's crazy. Holy fuck.
Yeah, there he is, right there, in like the orange jacket. I think. Look at him. So this big ass Uncle Tom jumps him, and then you got 2 county, and I guess these are WashU cops. Is that big dude? Is that big dude a city cop or is that a WashU cop?
I couldn't even fucking remember. Well, there's so many breeds of pigs there. I remember that like the first 2 that tried to grab me were like wearing one color uniform, and then the third one was wearing a different color uniform.
No, I think they might be U City. Yeah, I think those are U City cops because the city claims that they weren't there.
Huh? I don't know. I ended up in Clayton. We all ended up in Clayton jail.
Yeah, I think those are because that's where they take you when you get arrested in the county, and the county brownies take you. They take you to Clayton. Look at it, they're dragging this fucking dude.
Yeah. No, it was insane. Did you see the video where they hit Jill's side with a bicycle?
I did. They smashed her in her fucking chest with it. They broke his hand and they broke his ribs. He needs to sue the fuck out of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just saw a Nord girl with a Dunmer, man. Skyrim has fallen. It's over.
What?
I forget you haven't. Oh, by the way, it's officially Mayday.
Mayday!
You came here from Hassan Piker. Ooh.
What?
No, somebody said that they came to my channel from Hassan Piker. It's officially Mayday. This is a PFLP sign. Well, poster. Workers and free people of the world unite against enemies of humanity.
Me and my friends from CLN, one of the ones who got arrested with me, we were just out smoking and reading that from the Popular Front that release. I think that tomorrow when we have like a flyer that we hand out for May Day, I think I'm gonna put that on there.
Are you gonna be at SLU?
I'm one of the speakers for the RCA. You know the RCA, the Revolutionary Communists of America.
Have you? Oh, please don't tell me you joined them.
I haven't joined it. I haven't joined them.
Okay.
You sound really petty. I didn't join them. I'm just speaking at the thing.
Oh, you're speaking at. Oh, okay. Where are they doing that at?
Where are they doing that? It's on Communal Liberation Network's Instagram as well. I can't remember where it is though now. It might be at the Arch. I don't know. I just know that I'm going. I just know that I'm supposed to speak there.
Why are they doing a May Day event at a monument to settler colonialism?
I don't know if it's there, and I didn't plan that much of it. Well, I'm gonna talk there.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Indeed. But yeah, the comrade who I was reading the Popular Front statement with, they're gonna be at SLU.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there.
So, yay! Finally, I'll get to bully you in person more.
I have a fucking job. I'm not in college anymore. When I was in college, like, that's part of why my GPA was so low in college, because I would just fucking leave class and go to protests and shit.
I'm intentional. I'm failing. I don't need to. I can fail multiple classes, and still get a philosophy degree, and just not get an English degree because I was really gonna double major, but I realized that I didn't give a shit, and yeah, there's multiple classes that I'm just like okay that I've just like fully committed to failing that I've taken purely because I needed them to like get through like the final financial aid thing. There's multiple classes.
But yeah, but you don't, man, you don't want F's on your transcript, though.
I'm not going to go like anyway. I'm not gonna go anywhere where that's gonna matter that much.
Oh, you're not going to grad school or anything?
No.
Oh, okay. Because
Um.
that's been a motherfucker with me trying to get into law school. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
have any.
no.
I don't have any F's in my transcript. I just have like C minuses and shit because of those
Goddamn,
fucking protests. But it's worth it. Like, it's worth it though. Like, it was worth it. Like, if I hadn't been doing that shit, I would have never met you.
That's true. That's true. So yeah, I guess. Damn. So there's two negatives for you right there. But yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, I was thinking about that because the one that started at Wash U, the CLN member, the one I went to Chicago with, she planned this art thing. It was also if anybody's watching this, follow Community Liberation Network on Instagram, you motherfuckers. But she planned this art thing.
Don't curse at my fucking viewers.
I'll curse where the fuck I want.
I'm the only one that can curse at my fucking viewers, you fucking toe-headed asshole.
Hey, I don't know if people are able to comment in it.
Why are you as a man blonde?
You know that's not even a photo of me.
I'm still though, like, why are you as a man blonde?
Yeah, honestly, I think that's a really good question. It's a question I grapple with every day. One of my roommates thought I was trans until pretty recently.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she was just like, I guess if Webster has like co-ed dorms, then they're just like, yeah, I guess they put me with a trans guy.
So you're trans coded, Luke?
I do wear a lot of button-up shirts with like animals and stuff on them.
Potato Salad God says you look like Shaggy from the live-action Scooby-Doo movies.
I have no idea how to take that one. God damn. Not the live-action Shaggy Scooby-Doo look.
It's your fucking outfits. Male blonde envy giving trans mask realness.
God damn. That's awesome. I'm glad. I can't see the comments, but I'm glad people are enjoying it. What are you looking at? I can't tell.
Huh?
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at I'm looking at my computer screen.
That's the dumbest fucking answer you could give.
What the fuck am I supposed to be looking at? You?
You're supposed to tell me what's on the screen.
Oh, I didn't fucking go fuck me. Damn it. I forgot to share the video source. I was wondering why you were asking so many stupid questions.
Yeah, I'm like...
No, I'm a horrible streamer. I am a horrible, horrible streamer.
Wait, hold on.
Now you can see my screen.
Oh my god. Okay. Now this is epic. Did you guys watching his stream know that he has a video on it? God, not high enough.
Yeah, you came on my fucking stream high?
I've never come on your stream not high.
Oh my god. Revolutionary discipline non-existent.
My entire body is in constant agony, and I have gone to multiple doctors. I went to a neurologist today, and he's like, sorry, I can't give you more gabapentin. I'm having to fight my insurance policy to get a test for a genetic disorder. Da-da-da-da-da, capitalism.
May Day is not just about work, it's also about cops. Because cops opening fire and killing striking workers on May 3rd, 1886 is what the Haymarket rally the next night was in response to, which the state responded to by legally executing 4 anarchists.
I agree.
So, anything else you want to talk about besides how fucking dope your weekend was?
Man.
Yeah, keep smoking that shit. Keep smoking that shit. You're gonna cough yourself to death one of these days.
Probably. I'm in constant pain. Literal constant pain. You know what pain feels like?
Yes.
Now imagine that, but literally all the time. Okay,
But
what was I gonna
do
say?
you have like some type of disease or something?
Yes. Yeah,
Oh.
definitely.
Oh, so it's like a chronic thing.
We've had to have had this conversation many times.
So that's why you're on. So that's why. Okay, so they gave you chronic for the chronic. Okay, I got you.
Oy vey. What was I gonna say? Um,
They're all calling
fucking
you.
organized.
They're all calling you Shaggy, Luke.
That's brutal. That's brutal.
I mean, you look like Shaggy, and
You guys are war criminals.
you look
I
like
hope
Shaggy, and you're a fucking stoner. What else are they going to call you?
the Geneva Convention will condemn you, and history will
You're
absolve
literally
you.
smoking weed on my stream. What else are they going to call you? You're a fucking stoner, and you're wearing a fucking shirt with.
I've also been called Kurt Cobain and White Jesus.
You look no. Kurt Cobain was a heroin addict. If you get addicted to that shit, I swear to God, I'm gonna smack the fuck out of you.
I have not done an opiate in years.
Good. Don't start.
I shan't.
I'm your Maoist god. I'm your Maoist godfather. I will literally sink you in the Mississippi River if I hear about you taking heroin.
For the record, when I was on it, I was prescribed it.
Mm-hmm.
I am in chronic pain. But yeah,
you were too good a revolutionary to be lost to drugs.
On God, Huey P. Newton.
Hey, look, another water bottle.
Dude, why is that like a thing now?
Because it started at Cal Poly Humboldt. Like, they were literally bonking the cops in the head with a fucking water bottle.
That's fair enough. Actually, yeah, I guess before I jump off, so besides the fact that everybody should follow Community Liberation Network, Chris, are there any other like tactics or anything you've seen that I should know about?
Follow that Escalade page that I showed you.
Okay.
Yeah, follow them. Like, they literally offer like tactical analysis of every fucking video that they post. But the main thing is
awesome.
But the main thing is, like, if you could surround the cops, if you could outflank the cops, like, over the past like few days, ever since this stuff has started, I've seen cops made to stand down because they get kettled themselves.
That's awesome.
Like take advantage of their weaknesses. Don't let them take advantage of yours. Take advantage of their weaknesses. And ultimately remember that 9 times out of 10, you're going to outnumber them.
Yeah, we really did.
And you can do a lot when you outnumber somebody and when you have a disciplined, militant crowd. So that's the main thing I think we can take away from these.
Excellent. The other thing I'm going to say before I jump off is...
jump off what, a bridge?
Well, I don't know. Depends on how much water's below.
Don't do that.
I'm from Jefferson County. Jumping off of bridges into bodies of water is like 30% of our tourism.
Are you serious?
I wouldn't say it's that much, but I would say that I've jumped off of a lot of bridges.
And I guess the other 70% is fucking swimming in old lead mines and stone quarries.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Genuinely. Yes.
Ew. Well, have fun with that. Have fun with that. I'm from a city where we're civilized.
Something like that. What was I gonna say though? Yeah, Chris's channel has a lot. I feel like the Black Red Guard channel.
Oh, you've already thoroughly doxed me. You can call me Chris. That is my name.
Oh my God.
You've already used my real name like 3 or 4 times. I honestly don't give a shit now. Everybody knows my name is Chris. Go ahead, call me Chris.
So Chrissy over here.
I said Chris. I didn't say Chrissy. I said Chris.
So Chris has a tendency to attract online white weirdos.
Like you.
Shut up, nerd. And so I want to say to all the people who are online that what you believe literally doesn't matter if it doesn't turn into you doing things. that that's all that matters is what you do. That having the right intentions doesn't matter. That believing the right things doesn't matter, and that if you don't fight for the liberation of our communities now, nothing that you do will matter in the long run.
Well said. Well said,
Don't be a
Shaggy.
sectarian dumb fuck.
Well said, Shaggy. You speak very well for someone that's addicted to pot.
I'd like to think so. You know, it's
Don't.
like
Also, you cannot get addicted to pot. I will not have it going around that BRG is fucking Richard Nixon. If you use marijuana, your dick will fall off. Ooh.
ooh, man, now you're sounding a little Shaggy. The Shaggy Richard Nixon. I want to see Shaggy and Richard Nixon hang out.
Well, he did hang out with Elvis, who was basically a walking bucket of drugs.
It gotta be
I
something.
think he actually made Elvis an honorary DEA agent.
That's the funniest thing a person could do.
Yeah. This is me.
Can I be that next?
This is me not gonna take all the drugs I want now.
He's like, it's like, okay, Elvis, your job is to confiscate all the drugs and use them to keep the children safe.
Say less, baby.
Say less. Oh, Baba Jama. I'm a mama. I don't know what Elvis sounds like. He sounds like a guy on drugs.
Anyways, rip Elvis. You would have loved crack.
Rip Elvis. You would have loved the CIA.
Shaggy is stoned as fuck. Yes, Luke is very high. He kind of deserve it. He spent the fucking weekend in jail.
Occasionally, these things happen. You know?
For as much as I roast Luke, he's probably one of my favorite people in St. Louis, and I'm glad that I was able to play a role in his political development.
Thank you. That means a lot. And for as much as I roast Chris, he's one of my favorite people in St. Louis. And I'm glad that I was able to play a role in his development.
What role have you played in my development?
You going from cringe to based.
I've always been based, bitch. Good night.
Well, you're welcome. I guess I have time traveling influences.
I'm going to teach you how to dress. I'm going to buy you a tweed suit to go with your knighthood. You've earned a knighthood this weekend, Luke. I'm going to make you a knight of the red table.
Oh, shit. Not a knight of the red table.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
That's like almost... That's like getting your medical card for communists.
Yes, you're going to be qualified because of your knighthood. You're going to be able to marry a nice highborn woman now. And
I don't know where to take the bit from there.
I don't have a castle to give you, but when I get a castle, well, maybe I'll give you Wash U. That's where you earned your knighthood. It kind of looks like a castle.
I feel like it felt like a fort whenever it was being sieged.
Yeah, I'm going to buy you a nice tweed suit and a bunch of club ties. Teach you to dress like a human being. Anyways, that's all we got for tonight, y'all.